Hey guys, I felt like I had to say something about something that happened today in my multicultural theater class. And a classmate of mine had said something that kind of struck me, which was that he basically felt at that time that the hate happening between black people way back when, well, not too far, but back then, is not the same as the hate now. That there's a big difference. And we didn't really get to speak about it in class, but because we were stopped by the teacher, but we got together after, or we ran into each other after, and we talked about it. And he basically said what he had to say, and so did I. And I and I want to say I do understand that African American people have suffered a lot, and so have gay men and women, transgender, transsexual people, and intersex people even, just because of they are being who they are. And and I get it. I get the fact that he's upset and he's very passionate about what it is and what black people have gone through. I get it. And we live in a day and age where people are educated now. People are willing to fight for their rights. But yet, are we willing to maintain those rights? And what are we willing to do to maintain those rights? And for me, I saw that yes, gay people are educated. We read, we write, we vote, we do things. And back then, it wasn't like that. Back then, black men and women and children weren't able to read, they were just starting. They were the basis of hate. Hate started with them. They were one of the first people to receive that. And they were a big part of our civil revolution today. Yeah, I agree. Today, we wouldn't probably have as much rights as we do now if it weren't for that happening. Because people who were slaves fighting for equal justice, fighting for what they believe in, fighting for the right to be human. And I feel like that is what's happening now for me, for all of us. We're all fighting for the right to be human. And I'm fighting because I see that hate is hate, no matter what it is. It comes in all different shapes, sizes, and looks. I look like a stereotype. I look like what gay men look like in the media. But I'm not. And I just want to say that the media has a lot of influence on our lives, whether we like it or not. When slaves were growing up, when slaves were still happening, or, things like that, part of entertainment for America was seeing how they were being portrayed. Jim Crow laws, helpless people. Jim Crow, big, big media icon for way back when. And this Jim Crow is created by a white man, who was imitating a disabled black man dancing. And yet something like that was hilarious. And I feel like the media has so much attention for the wrong reasons. That was created, Jim Crow was created just like stereotypes for gay men and women were created in TV, in the media, where these are what those kind of people look like. This is what black people look like, or dance like, or act like. And now this is what gay men and women look like, or act like. And that upsets me because a part of it is true. We talk about pride, we talk about gaining those equal rights. But how? When a lot of us are still influenced by the media, influenced by what we see, what people like us, people like me, are seen to be. a stereotype. We should be that stereotype. And I feel like the media has unconsciously trained us to do that. And I feel like we should stop and really think about who we are and what we want in our lives. Because it's not going to stop if you don't make that choice, if you keep following the media's choices. Because the media is only supposed to be entertaining. And we should follow things that really hold true to us. For me, the media is something but entertainment. I am who I am. I may look like a stereotype and may act like it sometimes, but I'm not. I'm just a passionate, young, gay man who is looking for people who are young and passionate and willing to love and be themselves, just like me. I'm trying to live this world with an open mind and an open heart, and I'm looking for those who also have that. It's scary. It's one of the scariest things that I've ever felt in my life, scariest things I've ever known. But I'm willing to give in to that, not because of what society or what the world is telling me. And I hope that you guys do too, because we see what's going on in the world. We talk about change, but how are you willing to change it? How am I willing to change it? And I think it's starting right now for me. I see that. Anyway, I hope that this has helped open your eyes. It's definitely opened my eyes. And I just want to say thank you for the generations before us to help us get to where we are right now. Because if it weren't for you guys, I probably wouldn't be here. I probably would still be working somewhere as a free laborer out of force. I wouldn't have those rights if it weren't for those many Americans who have fought for my right. Thank you.